G'day everybody, and welcome back for some more assertive combat system building on Tuesday. I was trying to get this thing to work with an aesthetic that I like, and failed. I failed hard, so I'm going to have another crack at it today. I think we're going to go back to this one, grab a copy of it. And, oh, no. Oh. Huh. Just realized something. I just pressed Control-Delete to try and spin it 90 degrees. Because Control, Control, Home, End, and all the other keys do that. Trouble is, when you're in creative mode, Control-Delete just deletes stuff. Did not realize until just now that they doubled up that command. I might stream the new Subnautica, but I don't know. I struggle to find the time to do a lot of solo streams. So I've got a lot of games that I want to do that way. I'm not sure which one's going to get the slot first. Although, on the topic of Subnautica, the Nitrox devs, the guys who are making the multiplayer mod, have just released another update. So, yay. I'm not sure what bug fixes they've done so far, but it's really promising that they're still working on it. So, because I saw that this morning on Twitter, I was like, ooh, that's nice. I think a way to work this ship better might be get rid of these cargo containers. So I reckon without the cargo containers, or at least without the rear one, that creates a nice little volume for, you know, whatchamacallit, living space and bridge and stuff. So that might work, but I keep deleting the wrong blocks. Come on, Splitsy, wake up. It's not that early in the morning. Codon, was there an odd battery before or after I accidentally deleted blocks? You know I'm going to leave that now, right? Thanks, Inam, for the sub. Let's lose all these. Now. I'm determined to make this thing work. So, get rid of that. And then, I'm going to bring this down at least another block. What I might do as well is this. Bring it out wider at this level. Because I think this might be a spot where the little chunky bit up the top can work. Yeah. Yeah, Majestic Dwarf, I could do that. Thanks, Jinrook. Yeah, I could do something like that just to be even more annoying. Although now it looks like, if we look at it from this side, if I put an extra battery at the back, it'll look like a question mark. But back to front. Oh, that's the other thing I want to do. That was what I was thinking the other day. I'm going to do my usual and blam. Blank canvas. Then we can work out a paint job at the end. Because really the thing that makes this ship what it is the curves, is the use of curves and bulges and stuff. That's what's unique about it. It's not the paint job. Paint job isn't really needed. We'll find out as I continue. We need to lose those. Probably should have had symmetry on. Make my life easier. There we go. Duck has gone, making us one. Maybe. I think this thing's still going to have its ugliness to it. But hopefully it'll not look... I don't know, what I ended up with last time just looked like it had a bunch of... Looked like it had a really bad infection. That's kind of how it made me feel. Like the ship had been infected by something. What if I do that? Forget about the large cargo container altogether. And that leaves me room. Sci-fi thrusters? Do I want old school thrusters? Yeah, I think that's better. They're a bit darker. That is a very good description, Codon. Space Engineers is a blank canvas for you to make your own experiences with. Which, for some people, is really not what they want. And for others, like me, is exactly what they want. Oh, I think there was a random heavy armor block in this. What was surely marketing spam? Thanks, Nandgate, for the sub. Even though when I read your name, I have flashbacks to me not understanding what how logic gates work. My brain does not seem to hold that stuff in. Do I do... yeah, that. Okay. Just as a rough shape, there'll be little finessing of bits done. But I feel like that's broken up enough. Let's lose all this. Yeah, there are random heavy armor blocks in this thing. That's so odd. Wonder how that happened. Uh, oh, right. Yeah, that probably is. You're probably right, Bite Sander. I get what you mean. Somebody asking if the game's on sale, then a reply stating it was available, but some not going to quote it. It's like, yeah, let me have a look. They didn't link it, so it didn't pop out at me, but you're right. That person did sub though, so that seems unlikely, Bite Sander. Anyway. Hey, thanks, Firestrike. The goal. The goal is to try and make this into an assertive combat systems cargo ship that looks and functions how I want it to. Struggle with the style. It is good to be suspicious of such things, Bite Sander, in general, I think. The internet is full of people trying to take advantage of these things. And there's so many spam bots these days. It's ridiculous. I'm having to delete so many spam comments on YouTube. I don't actually need the down thrust. Oof. Chat, you might need to answer this one for me. Which of the DLC blocks, the decorative packs, do you think are most valuable? For me, personally, as someone who's played, you know, upwards of several thousand hours of Space Engineers, all of them. If you're just starting out, I would say whichever one this one is. Because these are the main sort of decorative blocks. These things are more extra detail that you can add. And then the... Yeah, I'd definitely start with that DLC 1. Oof, yes to give. That's rough, man. I do hope you get out of hospital. And yes, agreed. COVID sucks. Get your vaccine. If you... Hopefully you're in somewhere around... Hopefully you live somewhere that you can. As Capac is experiencing at the moment, he is frustrated by the fact that he is not eligible to get it here yet. But he wants to try and get it so that he doesn't run into issues with going to PAX later this year. And since where PAX is located is now in lockdown again, that does seem dubious. And yeah, because I'm a healthcare worker, I've already got I'm already fully vaccinated. I got my second shot like more than a month ago. Oh no, it was a month ago. It was on the 1st of May because I had my first shot on the 1st of April. Yeah, fortunate that I was in the early group thanks to my other job. I don't know, should I have the downward ones? I know Lucas says I don't need the down thrust, but it feels so weird not to do it on something that's a drone. Oh, let's leave it out. Yeah. No, I just felt a bit ordinary for a day after the second shot of the Pfizer vaccine. Lots of the people I work with had similarly minimal or no reaction. Is that still heavy armor? I think that's still heavy armor. Yeah. I mean, I get that that stalk is vulnerable. Wookie, it is early here-ish. It's like 20 past 8 in the morning. So it's not that early. An early stream for me is when I stream at like 6. But those streams... Uh-oh, I think I just attached it. Oh no. But those 6 AM streams won't be happening until I'm back in my own home rather than streaming from an office. So I think I will even I will struggle to get up early enough to get to the office for 6 o'clock. Man, this whole top bit's heavy. It's going to make it really hard to make this thing fly. Hey! Thanks, Greg. Thanks so much, man. For all the bits. Got a question for you, Greg. Do you regret telling me to just call you Greg? Was it amusing watching me try and pronounce Gersursiskis? Are these heavy or are these not? I think these are light. Light. That's all light. Is that a random heavy under there? Nope, that's a light. No, it's actually easier on my ears that people don't attempt it. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's heavy. I think that's heavy too. That means that blocks heavy armor too. Okay, hopefully there's not any more heavy armor on this thing. Number 5 is alive. Oh man, I watched that movie so many times when I was a kid. So many times. I think the better question is, what has Capac done with himself? Capac and I are going to be streaming together later today. It's just he streams quite late on a Thursday night, so I figured I'd do some streaming before he gets here. I kind of like this bit, but I also want to add something to it. I might just leave it. Favorite ship ever? Oh, it has to be the Ugly Duckling. Favorite vehicle ever would be the Goose. The Goose and Butterball. They worked out exactly as I had the picture in my head. Dragged on. Thank you so much for the 20 subs, man. Okay. I feel like that shape works and should give me some internal volume. Just trying to think. Is there a way? Yeah, Bite Sander, I'd shoot it too. Trying to think whether I can move this thruster somewhere. Like the sideways ones. Have I created enough room to squeeze them somewhere else so that they're not interrupting this look at the back? Because they look a bit out of place there. What in Capac and I streaming later? Assuming we can get it to work, Capac and I are going to stream Scrapnauts, which is a game the devs gave us a pair of free keys because they've just made it co-op. So we were going to play that. No, that doesn't work. Really need to rearrange these hotbars. They are terrible. Yeah, and if I want to give this a pair of sideways, which I probably do. That can work. That is the thing I really like about these sci-fi thrusters versus the vanilla ones, the old school ones. So why would that? No, that is a single grid. Oh, there's ammo. That's what it was. If you compare that to this one, it's shorter, so it sticks out less. And the whole bit that sticks out is darker grey. So it's a lot easier to integrate with a build with those sticking out than it is with the old school one. Is that a balloon dog? Guess it kind of is. A little bit. Oh, yes, code on. That would be amazing. Hotbars that persisted across worlds, so you could have your creative mode 1 and your survival mode 1. Okay. I've never seen a mod that is capable of doing that. Right. That's a use for those spots. Okie dokie. Let's start trying to build some sort of an interior on this thing. Also, I should probably replace these thrusters, shouldn't I? Though, I'm not going to replace that middle one. I'm going to leave it. Just so it's different. Whoops. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Oh, now I'm tempted to do the two outside ones instead of the middle one. Nah, I'll leave it as is. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I kind of... They do look like eyes if I do it that way. That one. That one. And then... Yeah, that does look better. I like that better. Where are my ladders and things? So I think I like the idea of this being how you get in. Although, it does make more sense if it was back here, doesn't it? Yeah, that makes more sense. I have to be sensible. I might still be able to work out how to have a set of stairs going up there so you can walk around on that top little flat deck bit. Got my doors. Have it that way so you can walk up even when it's closed. So you can climb up when it's closed, I mean. Because there'll be a spot to walk onto. And then... Oh no, this doesn't work without a gravity well. Let's just put a grav gen on here for the moment. Since this thing is atmospheric, there'll always be gravity. But stairs immediately onto blocks like this just doesn't work normally. Yeah, Fire Marshal, I do use mirror mode when I'm building a new ship. As soon as I'm working on interiors and things, I always switch back. I'm pretty bad at remembering to use symmetry, though, in general, and actually taking advantage of it. That is something I am definitely guilty of. How am I going to make this space work? Maybe bathroom, shower. And then if I put a... Where's the locker one? It's that one now. Put an armory there. Yeah. Then I can put down a catwalk. And because I want to hide that thruster, I might go to a regular stair, which is probably going to look weird. It's not as bad as I thought it might be. How bad does it look if I've got that thruster out, though? Right next to the bathroom. Might work. Yeah, the bathroom has great ventilation. Blowing the bathroom fumes outside chemical warfare. Maybe? Guess that depends on your diet. Oh, hold up. Would this be a ship where this cockpit works? What do you guys reckon? Do you think that cockpit works here? Yeah. That changes things. I love that this cockpit has the proper back entry door even on small grid. I mean on large grid, but it annoys me that it doesn't have it on small grid like the standard cockpit does. There we go. I know that I'm missing the bit that I sort of have on the other layer, but if I do... maybe that? No, that doesn't help. Let's just live without it. I like having these vents on either side. I think they work. But then it does look a bit weird once you go up to the next layer. Next level. I guess the question is, do I need to go up to the next level at all? Ah, hallway with light. Good choice. Thanks, Confuse. You guys are going to have to keep reminding me about the passageways. Because I've not used them for so long. Oh, no, I can't use passageway with light. Because there's no floor to it. I could have to do... that just looks wonky. No. How rude. Doesn't work. Okay. Let's do... yes. This works. And that will actually probably make getting upstairs, like doing stuff in the next layer, easier because the stairs are right at the back and I've got all that space in front to work with. Then I could put... lockers. What about the shelves? Are they in this? They're in a separate thing, aren't they? Where are shelves? Storage shelf. Where's my grinder? Yeah, not quite full. Oh yeah, the RC block. Good point. Thank you for reminding me of that before I got too far through. I think that is a valid point, valid spot for the remote control block. Cool, that's done. Need a kitchen and stuff, but I wasn't sure whether I'd put them down at this layer. I was kind of thinking up on the next level, but I almost feel like maybe the next level should be... no, it does not have gyros. That is true too. It probably only needs one. It's not that big. I'm very glad you guys are here to remind me of those things before it gets so late in the build that I struggle to find a spot for them. It is very, very helpful. I know this makes no sense, but it's kind of where I feel like it's going to work. So I'm going to try it. Bed. I'm sticking with the old school catwalks here, which is not what I normally do, because I've kind of used them so much. I feel like it'd be weird to switch some to regular new catwalks and some old. Even though the stairs are obviously the new ones. Awesome, Tomaso. That sounds like something Capac would say. I've been called a lot of things in my life, but useful was not one of them. Or helpful. Okay. I do that. That'll allow me to put kitchen. What to do with this block so that it can fill in. I really need to work out how I can get a light. Oh wait, there's a spot I can have a light here. I've got lights there. Will that be enough? Yeah, kinda. Cool. That means I can do this. And pop that there. That's a bit odd, isn't it? Nope, that does not look like a TV. I was just curious for a second whether the ATM little screen could look like a bad TV. And then... where's my analog clock? There we go. Let's change up the colour. Oh, I can only really change the background, can't I? No, it just wasn't updating. Right. Come on, update. Anyone got... Oh, whatever, that'll do. I'm done. I'm not messing with it further. Certainly going to grab people's attention. I feel like it should be the other way around. Oh, the screen updates when the minute hand moves. Right. Okay, so we got a kitchen, we've got a couch, we've got a TV, we've got a bed, we've got a bathroom, we've got a gyro, we've got a remote control block, we've got a light in here. I'm going to need to fit a light in up here on this level as well. I think I will put a sci-fi interior wall there, and then some lockers in this spot. I don't know whether I'm going glass top or whether I'm going to go catwalk. That's also annoying that you can't fit in that gap. Oh well. Then... this show is awesome and so consistent. It's almost like it's measuring time. Maybe instead of the counter that way, I could see how it looks with this. Yeah, I guess that could work. I love these sci-fi interior wall blocks. They're so much better. They fit so much better with the rest of the new blocks. Oh wait, what am I doing? Why did I do that? Get rid of those two, put one there and put one... Oh. Never mind. Just realised that the catwalk block is in front of that bed. Maybe... this, I will do that so that then I can do that. Confused. The reason I don't have logos and stuff on the TVs as yet is that I haven't made them into the mod properly. I think ultimately I'm going to need to make a separate mod for all the LCD images I want to add for ACS, because it makes it difficult for me to create blueprints with them when I need the mod that's going to provide them in them, if that makes sense. Because I keep forgetting to run this save with the mod I need to have the LCD images. But yeah, I do want to have a bigger variety of images on the LCDs and stuff like that, because it would be another little Easter egg to find on all the ships. So maybe that's a project I'll have to work on once I get closer to catching up to the current state of things. With regard to the submissions. Yeah. Yes, must load ammo into turrets. I've got my checklist, so hopefully I won't miss that eventually. Alright. Fairly happy with this. Certainly different to what I've done on previous builds. I think the shape works now. It's not much of a cargo ship, though. Although... Could be. Could be... where is my connector? So I'm thinking that, then... I'll do like some little bits to cover up those cargo containers, but not fully. Yes, someone did make a blueprinted version of my Splitsy logo. That was back in the first Grand Tour. That was really awesome when I found that. I thought that was so cool. I suppose that could be added to holotables. I try not to use the holotables too much. And also not to use like blueprints on them as well, because that does tend to push the PCU side of things a bit. There we go, that looks cargo shippy. Now, do I use windows or do I use catwalks? Yeah, this'll get armed, don't worry. If I spin the connector that way, I can attach to it. So I can do this. Just to give that corner a little bit more detail. Because you can attach the top and bottom of those connectors when they're that way. To the sides, I mean. Yeah. I don't know what's broken about this save though. My game performance in this specific save is a bit rough. I might need to make a new build save at some point. The SS Lazy Boy. Yep. I'm not putting tinted glass over the batteries because I think that's where the guns are going to sit. There's nothing on the planet Eisen. That's the weird thing. If only these graded catwalks looked good at a distance. They just don't hold up when you're further away. They look great close up, but their LODs don't quite work. Yeah, no, there are no grids except for the ones that are up here in space. See? That's it. I don't know what's happened. Louvered windows. Interesting thought. Oh, there's no attachment for them. Oh, no, wait. What? It is if I can manage to get it to attach to... No, they stick out too much. Dang it. Thanks, no boy. Yeah, Lighthawk, you're right. It is probably Capac's fault. It's always Capac's fault. Hashtag blame Capac. At high model detail, the proper, like the old school catwalk LODs are pretty good. Like, look at the ones on top. But yeah, I think at lower model details they go a bit weird. Alright, we'll get rid of this now. Yeah, we can get rid of that now. Now it's time to think about guns. It's a pity I can't just have a single Gatling turret right here because of the glass and the catwalks. So I don't really want this thing to have two. Seems excessive. But it might have to. Let's lose that. Oops. That one. Yeah, I think maybe we just have 3 big Gatlings and that's it on this one. No little interior turrets. Just obvious big guns. Ones that can more easily kill you, but you can more easily see to be able to hit and destroy. Yeah. You're not going to have an easy time approaching from the rear, even though once you get to here, you're safe. Can't Lighthawk. There's stuff in the blocks below them. That's why they're there. You can't push these down. When it comes to me and interior spaces, I tend to fill nearly every single block with something. Now this needs paint, light, and then I'll go through the checklist and make sure I haven't messed anything up. Because it hasn't got ammo in the turrets, I haven't finished the lighting upstairs, all that sort of stuff. No, it is not being painted Capac orange. Segments of it could be, but I'm not going to paint the whole thing Capac orange. I feel like it needs to be green because the original was green. So I'm thinking Let's get that dark green. Try... Nope. Nope. Oh, it's too dark. Meh. No. I was hoping that might work. I painted that glass. I don't want to paint the other one. Or do I? No, I kind of like leaving that a little bit with a little bit of white on it. Muppet green? I don't know. What? How bright would Muppet green be? Trying to decide, should the top bit be green or the bottom bit? I think this... No, that's not... No, the top bit. There we go. It's a 7 on the Kermit Lime scale. Sorry, I should say it's a 7 on the Kermit. Yeah. I think that kind of works. Let's see how it looks if I do this as well. Yeah. I'm good with this. And inside is fine. Except for that block, but that doesn't matter. Because I can cover it. Oh. Lack of gravity is upsetting. Sweet. Oh, I feel so much better now that I've got this ship to a point where I'm happy with it. It was bugging me that I didn't get to finish that last stream. I like it. It's very different. Which is the whole aim of getting people to submit for this, like, submit designs for this mod, was to have different. Because I'm always going to struggle to come up with my own ideas after a certain point that are truly different from previous ones. No Mossy. Losing the Mossy. The Mossy was making things too hard, really. And so I think the smartest thing I did was ditch Mossy and go with just something different that should still work. That does still work, I think. Yep, you can still access the cockpit from inside because you walk in here, straight up here, and cockpit. Alright, where is my checklist? All builds must have been... Oh, that's too many E's. Copy pasted to check integrity. Alright, let's start with that. That was a condition added last time. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm glad I added that, because apparently some of these blocks aren't part of it. What? I don't even know how I managed to get those bits not as part of the ship. There we go. And the catwalk rail around here. It's talent. Yes, it's a talent to break ships as I'm trying to build them. Now, this ship came with the name Mossy Bertha. Can someone think of a name for this that still contains some element of that? So I'd like it to keep the little bit of, you know, Bertha thing. Curvy Bertha. Bossy Bertha. Bubbly Bertha. Ooh. Not very Muppet Bertha. Bouncy Bertha. Bodacious Bertha. Curvesy, Big Bertha, Thick Bertha. Lazy Bertha. Oh. Lazy Bertha, like a lazy boy. Alright. Let's do a little poll, shall we? What should this ship be named? Was Bubbly Bertha? And how are lazy boys spelled? Is it LA space like LA dash Z, or is it LA? It's just LA, isn't it? Yeah, LA dash Z dash Bertha. There we go. Lazy Bertha. Yeah, Tenebris. Yeah, the Z's being Z thing is something I try not to do, but I think we'll pick between Bubbly Bertha and Lazy Bertha. But I haven't used my meat shields in ages, so let's do 250 for an extra vote. And we'll go for 3 minutes while I am doing the checklist. Start poll. All right. Copy pasted, yes. Remote control, yes. Antenna, range, and name. Well, I can't do the name yet because you guys need to finish that poll first. But I can fix the range. Hey, DE, thanks for the Prime sub. Yes, go away, darned prompt. Guns at adequate range and idle movement off. Turret. I know the interior one I've set to a reduced range, so let's fix that. Turn the idle off. Ammo in guns. The interior one doesn't, but I think I got all the exterior. Yeah. How is the poll going? We are currently at 80 for Lazy Bertha and 31 votes for Bubbly Bertha. Would have thought the alliterative one might have gotten a bit more attention. You know, just for that, DE, I'm calling it the Lazy Bertha. Yeah, Dragnot, I meant to leave extra votes on. I put a cooldown? There's an option to put a cooldown? I have no idea. I thought you could spam votes. Lazed Bertha. Yeah. I'm looking forward to doing some more single player streams of other games so I can start using the meat shields for more use. Okay, guns at adequate range and idle movement off. Ammo and guns, yes. Check lighting. Alright. Let night fall. Oh. Let's have a look. We're up to the last few seconds. That is very close. Oh, I wonder who's spamming the Bubbly Bertha at the moment. It's got a few seconds left. Bubbly looks in lead. Yep. Dragnon, I thought it might have been. Dragnon contributed 18,000 channel points. That's a lot of meat shields. Eh, Get off my screen. Alright, bubbly birther it is. Oh, that's too many Ys. Oh! Come on, Splitsy. See? DE. You... Z always wins. Alright, let's put some green. Subtle. Bit of green on the outside. Reduce the intensity down. Yeah. There's a BB incoming. Yeah? Not too threatening. Could poke out your eye, though. Although, this is the most rounded ship, so that seems counterintuitive. Now, we need more normalish lighting in here. Oh, how I would have ever lived before I had this copy-paste. Makes me so happy. Cool. Lighting's done. There weren't many options with that. Ooh, yeah. That's fair, no boy. Popped that bubble. He who types, I would always, these days, recommend playing with my Rival AI test version of the mod. I have not yet released any of the updates that I've been doing in the last couple of months. I'm trying to build up a big backlog before I do a proper release. So there's a reason for everyone to switch over and actually get a bit excited about the new mod, rather than it being kind of a very slow, iterative thing. I agree, it looks like Johnny 5. I'm okay with this. If they didn't have somewhat of a name, like if it hadn't originally had its own unique name, I probably would have renamed it. Now it needs some random minor loot, and change the grid name and then close the door. And we're good. Don't really have space for loot here except for maybe a grinder and a welder and some space credits, which apparently can't go in here. Huh. They can go up here then. Alright, since this is becoming a stream thing, and I kind of like it. Yes. I'm going to create a custom data pad for this thing. Which is going to be... There we go. And... in the cockpit. Sadly, couches don't have inventory. I really would like to drop random change in the couches around the place, but they don't have inventory space, so you can't, which sucks. So we got some money up here, we got some tools downstairs, and we've got a data pad in the cockpit. It's not easy being green. The Kermit Diaries Chapter 1. It's not all about rainbows. Right. Okay, and grid name. Okay. Hooray. That is a completed ship. And that means we can move on to the last two of this batch. Yeah. Oof. Can't remember what I did to this one. So this one is a bioweapon transport. Oh yeah. So let's. Where's the entry again? Down here. So we come in here, and it's got kind of branching off to each side, some living areas, and then down to here, a bit more cargo space, and then up goes to cockpit. And in here has a large reactor. Large reactors? Nope. Not happening on my cargo ships, thank you. They are way too loot heavy. So, with that space cleared up, there was a bit more story that could be told with this thing. Since it's supposed to be a bioweapon transport. Yes, I already did the copy-paste check with the other one. Since it's supposed to be a bioweapon transport, let's tell a bit more of a story. So, lockable doors into the living spaces. On both sides. Then, nice little warning. Still got the doors going up to the bridge. I didn't get around to fiddling with that. I think I'm going to have to play around with that a bit more. But got a weapon racks and stuff to prep before you head into here, which is the bioweapon area. One of which has escaped. Which I think's a nice little story element. Not sure what to do up here though, because there's not a lot you can do with these corridors since they're angled blocks on both sides. I think we found Capac's origin story. It's possible. do I half close these doors? How have I done that before? Nope. Nope. No. I wanted to half close these doors like the slideys, but the slideys take that much longer. Hoppa! Yeah, good point. Secure door. One off. Open closed. Yeah. That's what I wanted. And then... Come on. Why do I get the feeling this is just going to explode in my face in a second? What the... What? What? Don't think I've got it off at a save level. Maybe I do. I know I did for one of these saves a while ago, but maybe I've just been iterating on that one and that's why I've forgotten. I'll check. I will check. That's also possible, Eisen. I might have been shooting the locker. Destructible blocks was off. It was just off. Yep, so many save files. I really need to clean all that up. I might try and find a time to do a stream next week where I go through and do a bunch of my blueprints and things and clear out my save folder. And we can do a little trip down memory lane looking at all my random stuff that I've got in there. Though I'm not sure how much interesting is in there at the moment, because I haven't had too much for a while. Just make sure I'm damaging the right thing. Yes, I am. There we go. I do like that the thick smoke obscures partially open doors like that. That one can be closed. This one can also be damaged. I should probably have gotten the rapid fire rifle. Also, looking at the amount of recoil, I think I might switch over to these style of guns, either this one or the rapid fire. Yeah. Debating whether dead people should be in here. Might put a couple of dead bodies in here. Killed in their sleep. Custom datapad? Eisen? I don't remember which one you're talking about. Oh, this had one in it. Didn't it? It's true. This needs guns. Where are the pistols? And okay. Yeah, they're custom. They're custom ones. There are custom dingos on board this that add to the story. They're in the lockers in the side rooms, I think. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. I might put that in this bed instead of the locker. The other one's in this locker. I kind of might leave that misspelling. Where can I put that? Where would make sense? I feel like that should go up on the bridge. Might switch this out for the new one because I like it more. power kit. Then, instead of these... That vaguely gives the feel of a more occupied bridge. Yeah. Kinda works. Why not on the body? Good question. Forgot the body had stuff that I could put. That body doesn't have cargo space, so we need to go to a body that does. Oh, dang it. I want that colour. Might change one of these guys into that. What? Oh, right. I know what's wrong. I need to do that. Yeah. Thanks, Red Nebula. Sub for 14 months and probably about 6 of those where I'm actually pronouncing your name correctly. Whoops. You could put a body on the ceiling. I won't put a body on the ceiling, but you could put a body on the ceiling. Right. Yeah. Let's have a look at this one from the outside. Don't think it needs really any changes out there. Yeah, if only you could have floating bodies for a ship that's in space, but you'd have to get a bit tricky with attachment points to achieve a look that was believable. And I think most of the bodies are kind of in position... excuse me. Are in positions that don't really make sense if they're floating. I suppose that one could possibly be, but again, it looks like the arm and the head's tilted to one side. That's probably your closest to a floating body. But the limbs shouldn't be in that position. Like, they all look like they're under gravity. Even this one. Although, yeah, it's, I guess, the closest. So yeah, I don't think you'd end up with a look that was as believable as you'd hope. For a space vacuum kind of... They lost gravity, they lost pressure, and everything went horribly wrong, and now there's floating bodies. I don't think it'd achieve the look that we'd like. Okie dokie. I think it's checklist time for this one. Copy pasted to check integrity. Copy. Actually, cut paste. Cut. Yes. Alright, that looks good. Has it got a remote control? Yes. Has it got an antenna? It does. And what is its range? Let's up that a little bit. Guns at adequate range and idle movement off. That's an interior one, that's an exterior. Both of these are exterior and they've all got idle movement off. No, Eisen, the remote doesn't need the 2 removed. It only needs the 2 removed if it's an atmospheric ship and I'm checking how much lift it's got. Which reminds me, I did not do that to the Bubbly Bertha. I might just quickly check it. So I did not check what its lift was. Mods, combat systems, data. Flight test script. Let's open that in Notepad++ so I don't keep forgetting to have it open. Oh yeah, this is good. It can go a fair way. That's fine. That's fine, fine, fine. Yeah, otherwise it may be a bouncing Bertha. This is true. Where is my list of things to do? There. Ammo in the guns. I believe that is all correct. Yes. And now we check the lighting. He's remembering the doors, remembered where his script was. Where's Splitsy? What have you done with him? This is true. Now, you'll really know that I've been replaced by a doppelganger if I don't get lost. Okay. I think we need to go gloom lighting in here. So let's lose the green. Let's lose the blue and blue. And let's decrease the intensity right down. We need to know something's wrong in here. Yeah. Yeah, wingman. What if I successfully avoid hitting a tree? That would also be a dead giveaway that I've been replaced. It's true. I need to teleport myself through that door. Yeah, I think this feels right. I don't want all of the lights to be flashing. I might find a spot for a spinny light. Maybe. That's the wrong ship. Just want to get the basic lighting down first. Oh! Dang it. up on the wrong side of the roof. Yep. We have a spinning light. Yeah. I think that'll do. Let's check the approach. Normal light here. And then you can see this. You come inside. You're met with dead bodies. Then you see that through the fog and the smoke. Can corner LCD flicker? I suppose with a timer block it could. Can I hide a timer block or two somewhere on this? This is going to have to be a pretty rare spawn, this one. Oh, wait, if they're on the outside, they'll get destroyed before most people get to see it doing anything. Where else could I put them? Come on, magical invisible block. Come back to me. There we go. What? Yeah. So this is white on this side because I've deliberately left this room, which has no dead bodies in it, white. I might need to reduce the range on the light, but that's all. It was intentional that I left that. Huh? Something has one more block than the other? What? Ah. Alright, now we got timer blocks, we can try and flicker this LCD. So if we set this up to be 3 seconds, set this up to be 2 seconds, setup action. Wait, which one am I looking at? Time block 4. Start, and where's the warning? Toggle block on off. And set up actions. Start and toggle on off. That does work as a flicker, but the trouble is the LCD doesn't load the image very quickly. I think we might have to abandon this, and instead I'll apply it to this light. Oh no. There wasn't a different corner light, was there? Why isn't it turning off? Oh, there is. There is a different one. That's the one I'm flickering. Great. Fine. Let's fix that. The LCDs don't have a blink. So you have to do toggle on off, and the toggle on off doesn't work. So I think this works for the light. That's clearly a not working light. Now, obviously, this is more variable because I've started the timer blocks at a different time. I'm not sure that that will be the case with a blueprinted version. So there could be advantages to, say, changing this to 3.2 something so that there's a less synchronicity between the two time blocks. Yeah, I suppose you could do with the thing, have a blank thing as an alternate. Is there a blank? No. If we had a... I suppose I could add offline to it and then have the change interval be... And it'll flick between offline and on.